Glasses, check. Juice, check. Okay. Hello? Ruth? Oh, gave me such a shock.
And you me. Sorry.
Thought the place was haunted.
The ghost of doctor's past. Is there any more to bring in?
No, Vivian's getting it. Did you manage to get everything?
I think I may have got too much wine, though.
Oh, it'll get drunk, trust me. I mean, it's an open invitation to the students. Plus, we've got the PCT people, press, bigwigs from the uni.
Who did they say was coming?
Vice-Chancellor... I don't know, I can't remember his name. It's a bit creepy.
Rothering.
Morning!
Hi, Vivian.
No sign of our sporting superstar.
Jimmy has sworn to me that he's got it sorted and he's going to collect her on the way in.
How did Jimmy manage to get her to agree to come?
He moves in mysterious ways.
Maybe she wanted to relive her old student days.
Well, opening a campus surgery. It's a bit of a come down from her Commonwealth gold, isn't it?
It was an incredible race.
Wasn't that a photo finish?
Yeah, she's front page everywhere. Until her injury.
Well, I just want this launch to go with a bang.
Will this help? Perfect.
Should I open another?
No, leave them in reserve. Nick!
Morning.
Morning.
This looks great. Hey, not bad at all. Too good for students.
Oh, Julia, it looks lovely. Well done.
Oh, are those the leaflets?
Yeah, we can get some more printed off if you think that we
Why
need
aren't there
them.
enough?
Nice design.
Why, thank you very much. Just one of my many talents.
No, they're fine. Right, what else needs doing?
This place has never looked so smart. Trust me.
I'm bound to have missed something. We need more soft drinks.
There's extra cartons under the table, I did say.
Well, I still think we haven't got enough food.
There's more than enough, honestly.
George! What happened to the trip?
Well, I'd love to say we cancelled it for the good of the practice, but...
Yeah, well, I knew I wouldn't buy that. So?
Helen's kids came down with some evil stomach bug.
We didn't want Bracken guessing it.
Or me.
So here we are, supporting the team, and I must say, I'm very impressed.
Definitely.
Right, well, thanks to the evil bug, now that you're here, you can do the pitch on your complimentary medicine stuff and save me a job. OK, people, we've got 5 minutes and counting, right?
I think I preferred the bug.
Oh, Bracken, you left your bag. I've always wanted one like that.
I'm sure it's full of glistening goodies.
I'd strongly advise you to guard your valuables.
Yeah, especially your jewellery, because all the glisters...
Oh, you got an eye for it, have you?
Put it down for a second. This...
She's like a little magpie.
Could somebody please put out these leaflets?
Thanks. Just wanted a quick tour of my halts, you know?
Yeah, no problem. Has Leatherbridge changed much?
Just how I remember it.
Must be a bit weird, though. Or have you been back?
Not since my graduation.
Ah, so finally the lure of the place has been too strong.
All those invitations I sent out, and this is it.
There'll be a last-minute rush.
Well, I did at least think I could fill the room.
Ah, here we go.
OK, that's it. I'm going to have to start soon. What is Jimmy playing at?
Probably doing a few laps around the park.
Get on a few training tips.
Oh, very funny, you two. Well, if he doesn't turn up, someone's still got to stand up, make a speech and open the champagne.
Well, don't look at me.
I get stage fright.
Thought we'd wait till last, make an entrance. Right, here she is as promised, the one and only Holly Carroll.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, I'm Julia Parsons, practice manager. Thank you very much for coming today.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
No, it's very good of you to give up your time. I know you must be busy.
Actually, the injuries meant a lot of rest, so...
I'm back on track for the Olympics, though. It's not long now.
Well, thank you anyway.
Not at all. It's nice to have an excuse to come back to the uni.
What did you study when you were here?
Sports psychology and fitness.
Oh, Oh, could you excuse me a minute, please?
Would you like some orange juice?
You know, white wine would be lovely.
The press got you odds on for the gold.
There's a lot of competition.
None with your finishing speed, though.
I suppose you can only be an improvement on the last lot.
Well, as I said right from the start, I have complete confidence that we can turn this place around.
Yes. Well, time will tell.
We're introducing a paperless system. It's streamlined, it's quick, and it means that the doctors can access everything they need without even leaving their desks, and that way it shortens waiting time.
Is this a Chardonnay?
Yes, I think so. Is there something wrong?
Are all your staff as committed as you are to this new venture?
Yes, absolutely.
Most commendable. The workload on the campus can be very heavy. And the last doctors, speaking frankly, were simply not up to the job.
Well, all my staff are very experienced.
Unfortunately, I've heard those kind of promises before, too. The last time they very quickly evaporated. Total chaos. I can see you've given the place a lick of paint.
We've just completed a complete refurbishment of all the rooms, actually. Would you like to see them? Well, could I get you another glass of wine? Would you like to try red this time?
Why not? Can't be any worse than the white.
Julie, the place looks great. I mean, there's a slightly less formal feeling than the mill, but fantastic. Hey, I was wondering, what do you think about the idea that we relax the dress code a little while we're working here? I mean, I think the students will respond much better, if we don't look like suits. What do you think?
Not now, Daniel.
I never made a relationship last. Training becomes your life.
Oh, it must be exciting, though, travelling all over the country competing.
It is. I was very lucky. But it doesn't stop you wanting the same things as everyone else, you know?
So, at the risk of sounding cheeky, why did you,
Agree to do this today. Truthfully, I've been offered a job.
Sorry, I had a doubt.
There's not going to be any Olympics for me. In fact, there's not going to be any more running, full stop. The specialist broke it to me last month. There's nothing more they can do this time.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I've had a good run. Literally. But now it's time to find a new career, and quick.
Could you get the charming Mr. Rothering a glass of red wine, please?
It kind of makes sense, really. I spent so much time here in the sports department, it would be like coming back to a second home.
Oh, I'd be lucky to have you.
I need something to sink my teeth into. And fast.
So, you'll be coaching?
Hands-on, motivational stuff. We've got a couple of really gifted young runners.
Yeah, but I learn from the best.
I never won an Olympic gold.
Well, but you would have.
Thanks. You're a sweetie.
Obviously, you're going to have to go public with this.
Yeah, I've been ducking it.
What, are you not cutting it a bit fine?
You sound like my manager.
Sorry, but if you've already faced never running competitively again...
I can face anything? Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Could I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to make a big speech, I promise you. But I would like to start by thanking you all for coming here today and to welcome you to the University of Leatherbridge Campus Surgery, now under new management. I'm sure you'll agree, I hope anyway, that the old place looks a lot better. But we intend to invest a lot more here than just bricks and mortar. Our team will bring the highest standard of care, making this a facility that the whole of the university, not just the students, but the staff as well, something that they can be really proud of. Anyway, to give us a kick-start and to launch the practice, please would you welcome ex-University of Leatherbridge student and international sporting star, Miss Holly Carroll.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Firstly, I'd like to say I'm very pleased to be back here today and to let you know that I had a fantastic time as a student here at Leatherbridge University. I was very well looked after. I'm sure that this practice will do a great job to help and care for all future and current talented students using its excellent services. So without further ado, I announce this surgery well and truly...
Yep, okay, I'll keep everything clear. Nope, not a clue on him. Never seen him before in my life. How long? Okay, thanks, Eva. Bye. Right, no one touches anything, obviously. The police are going to want to talk to everyone, so no one can leave.
You're joking. There are senior PCT and university staff out there.
Well, they want to take everyone's details.
Why, are we all suspects? How long has he been dead?
It's just procedure, Julia.
Oh, I don't believe this. This has turned into a...
Crime scene.
Are you okay?
Oh, fine. Thanks.
Must have been horrible for you. The police are on their way. Julia's asked if everyone can come to reception.
I'll just be a second.
Okay. Oh, shh. Come on. It's okay. Shh.
It's Richard we should feel sorry for.
You know who he is?
You're going to have to tell him something.
Well, not everything. What's it going to look like?
It's out of our hands now.
Excuse me, everybody. Look, I do apologise for all the confusion. If you wouldn't mind remaining here just for the moment, please try and have some patience. Please help yourself to food and drink.
What exactly has happened?
Well, it's due to an unfortunate incident that's happened in the building here, and...
So, they say every party needs a surprise.
I would really appreciate this if you would use the maximum of discretion here.
I'm Di Moore. I've reason to believe a body has been discovered on the premises, so we need to relocate you all immediately. Before leaving, my officers will need your time of arrival and any action that has taken place on the premises.
Is this really necessary?
We'll also need your car registration details and any contact information. Okay? Please, if you'd like to make your way to the exit. I'm afraid the press are already arriving.
Right.
So where's the body?
You on the guest list?
No, a gate crashed. Your boss was delighted. Thought you were winding me up when you ran.
I'm afraid not.
So, did you find anything?
2 empty pill bottles and a bottle of scotch. Nothing else on the body.
So you've no idea who he is? No ID, no note? Start a search. Time of death?
Guesstimate 8 to 12 hours ago, certainly no more recent.
So he was here last night? Well, how come he wasn't found earlier?
Well, no one comes in till Ruth. There's no sign of a struggle, so...
You're suggesting it was suicide?
Well, it has to be, surely.
Look, number one, before I jump to any conclusions, I need to know who he is. And number two, I need to know how he got in here.
Probably forced a window.
What, did he bring a ladder? On the first floor?
Look, only Julia and Ruth, the receptionist here, has keys. What, you're not suggesting they're involved?
Jimmy, you do your job, okay?
Fine, let's keep this strictly professional.
Suits me. Jimmy, what exactly has happened?
Well, sorry, I can't really talk about it, but if you hang on for a bit, I'll try and sort you out with a cab.
No, I've got to wait. I've got to give my details anyway.
Well, this has just gone completely pear-shaped, so, I'll catch you later.
Okay, I need a list of everyone's movements since yesterday evening, especially those of you with keys to the building.
Well, Ruth and I didn't set foot near the place till the morning.
Who else has a key?
Are you treating the death as suspicious?
Does anyone have any information that might help?
Ruth. His name's Richard Downham. Dr. Richard Downham. He'd worked at the surgery for 3 years, with gaps. Workload was ridiculous. The pressure just destroyed his marriage.
But his wife left before the breakdown.
With female patients, he was very flirty.
Did he try it on with you?
No. Not really. There was a rumour he was seeing a patient.
Did you know he was struck off for self-prescribing?
It was in the paper. I was shocked.
And when did you last see him?
Maybe 6 months ago. More. It was just after he left the practice.
And did he take his key when he left? Ruth, I've got to ask you this. Did you and he have a relationship?
He was just a colleague. I tried to help him with the workload because I felt sorry for him.
Sorry enough to help him end his life?
Of doing anything like that.
Okay. Thanks for your help.
Look, Richard was mainly responsible for getting in such a mess. But he was also victimised.
Who by? Anything you tell me is in confidence.
The University Vice-Chancellor, David Rothering. He went out of his way to target Richard. He hounded him out of the job.
Ruth, hi. Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks.
I just wondered, did the police say what happened? I mean, did he kill himself?
I think he must have.
But why? Please, I need to know.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Let me be absolutely clear about this. There is no connection whatsoever with our takeover of the practice. I mean, obviously, our sympathies do go out to the family of this poor man. And that's about all I can tell you for right now. But I will give you a full statement later if I can. Thank you.
You okay?
A bit shaky. Where is everyone?
Well, they were given the all clear. They've gone back to the mill.
Right.
So what happened?
I think they're still treating it as a suspicious death.
Well, they must have ruled out murder.
It's a total disaster.
Well, look, whatever happened to this guy, at least we know none of us were involved.
They're not seriously accusing you, are they?
I don't know.
Well, if it was murder, who did it?
Well?
I'm not ruling out anything until we get the post-mortem and the toxicology results.
Yep, 2 empty bottles of pills.
Yeah, I agree, it all points to it, but without a suicide note.
People don't always leave one.
Anyway, I'm looking at other possibilities.
Meaning Julia and Ruth are in the clear?
Assisting suicide is still a crime.
Oh, come on, we both know it's ridiculous.
OK, so then how did he get in? How did he lock the door after him? My team have searched the building, there's no key.
Why don't they need to look again? Look, if there's a problem with us working together, why don't we just go and sort it out?
Oh, let me guess. Over a drink later.
Well, I don't see how anyone could have got into that building without a key.
It's impossible. What I'm wondering is, did he carefully plan it all? I mean, that must have been his consulting room once.
Yeah, mind it there. I mean, of all places.
Do people in that sort of state think clearly?
True. Oh, he must have been completely desperate.
Well, yeah. Poor bloke.
I just think it's all too much of a coincidence. I mean, today, of all days.
D.I. Moore, I'd like to talk to you about Dr. Richard Downham.
Who? Well, I'm sorry, it's going to have to wait. I'm chairing a board meeting.
And I'm investigating a possible murder.
I gave my details to your officer.
Is it true that you conducted a personal vendetta against Dr. Downham, forced him to resign?
Scurrilous nonsense. The man was an incompetent junkie who was sleeping with his patients.
So you clearly do remember him.
What's all this about anyway? It was him, wasn't it?
Do you have a key to the campus surgery?
No, of course I don't.
But you have access to one.
Yes, I suppose theoretically, yes.
When was the last time you saw Richard Downham?
I'm late.
We could always continue this down at the station.
I've got nothing else to say.
You see, that line always makes me suspicious.
I'll tell you what suspicious is. The presence of a certain washed-up athlete at that fiasco today. Doesn't that strike you as a coincidence to pursue?
Holly Carroll, why is that a coincidence?
Oh, for pity's sake. I thought you said you were a detective. No wonder the police are blundering around in the dark ages.
Enlighten me.
That young tart was the student that bust up Richard Downham's marriage. The day she walked into his surgery was the inexorable start of his life going down the pan. Not that he was worth much more. Now, are we finished?
Holly, do you need a lift?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
What did you decide about the job?
Oh, I'm still weighing it up.
Well, there's a lot else going on. Your reaction earlier when Ruth mentioned Dr. Downham.
I'm so late.
You knew him, didn't you?
Bye, Jimmy.
Miss Carroll, I'd like to talk to you about your relationship with Richard Downham.
I ended it between us years ago, but it always felt unfinished somehow.
Is that why you came back?
I think I pretended to myself that I wasn't curious, but...
But you thought he'd find out you were coming and turn up?
Something like that. But I never imagined that he... The last time I saw him, I was so angry.
Why?
Because he'd strung me along, you know?
He told you he'd leave his wife?
And I hated him for that.
Bet you did. But how much?
What do you mean?
Can you prove what time you got to Leatherbridge last night?
So why'd he do it?
We don't know he did yet.
All we've got is rampant speculation.
It's a fiasco.
I told you it'll blow over. It's not like we brutally murdered the guy.
The police think it was murder.
They couldn't find his key.
Well, somebody obviously took it.
Well, no one else went in the room.
Except me.
You sure? Think back.
Bracken. Bracken? She was coming out of the consulting room as I was going in. What? Could she have seen something? It was dark in there. Oh, no.
Little magpie. Who said that?
No, because if she took the key...
And it just didn't occur to me that I found out Richard's wife was pregnant. It was like the lights had been switched on, you know?
You realised he wasn't going to leave her?
Exactly. I left Leatherbridge that night. I never saw him again.
Did he not get in touch when his wife left then?
I didn't know she had. I knew she'd find out about us, but...
How?
The university vice-chancellor found out Richard was seeing me. Turns out Richard's wife left him for Richard. He was a nasty little vindictive. Probably still is. Anyway, he was itching to find a reason to split them up. Poor Richard. Must have felt so low. Do you think he knew that I would be there?
Look, I'm sorry to bother you, but I think we may have found what you're looking for.
Why did you find them?
The magpie's nest.
It's that reporter again. I wonder how much we get for an exclusive.
Oh, don't bother. She'll only write the same headline anyway. New surgery opens with fastest ever mortality rate.
Well, it's all publicity.
Could have been worse, Julia.
How exactly?
Could have been murder.
Yeah, and George did crack the case.
Well, thank you, but credit where credit's due. Vivian got the ball rolling.
And Ruth, who remembered Bracken.
Well, why don't you all pat yourselves on the back then? Honestly, I can't believe... Am I the only one that sees this for what it really is? It's a complete disaster.
Thanks. Well, goodbye. Again.
Don't plan on a quick escape. They bust in for their exclusive.
I guess I better give it to them. Bye, Jimmy.
Good luck.
Thanks.
They found a suicide note at Dan's flat addressed to Holly.
Really? Oh, I guess that's so much losing I must have meant to him.
Well, congratulations on your solo detective work.
It wasn't really me. Anyway, we work better as a team.
Jimmy,
Come on, just a quiet drink.
don't you ever give up.
However, although I am officially retiring from athletics, I'm excited to announce that I'll be accepting a coaching role at the University Sports Department to help coach tomorrow's gold winners.
I haven't had a pipe since you read me the riot act.
Really?
This goes, Hannah.
It'll take more than that to undo the damage he's done.
There's no point in letting a petty squabble carry on any longer.
It's the Leatherbridge Evening Post on the phone. They want you to give a statement.
I thought you'd come to your senses.
Well, I thought you had.
This young man said you were sorry.
I said no such thing.
Evidence of a threatening text message puts Beck and Jared at the top of the suspects for murder. The police want some answers from the pair as the mystery deepens down under. Out of the Blue is next on BBC1 Scotland.